Hello Capricorn, it's your you versus them reading. This is Oh My God Tarot, and we're gonna get right into it, straight into it, Capricorn, because you guys are earth signs and you're very, very ambitious and grounded and no nonsense most of the time, very serious, ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a very, let's cut to the chase, but let's slowly learn a lesson at the same time, right? So your first card is attraction. Your second card is codependency. Your next card is playfulness. All very somewhat light. Not too definitive of what the reading may be. This is the you versus them reading, and we're talking about attraction. So I'm going to zoom in on these cards, and we're going to talk about them. So attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I'll let you inhale that one. Alright, Capricorn? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Perhaps, I mean, addictions, yeah, but I mean, it could also be obsessiveness or just pattern flaws, personality flaws that keep recurring in relationships. That could be, you know, it could be jealousy. It could be your addiction to looking through people's phones. You know, like just not being trustworthy. But there's a codependency. There's something that is inhibiting you or hindering. You're not able to be your best self because of this one little trait, this one little aspect of your personality. Then you have the playfulness card. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. See, when you have no expectations. See how little kids are out here just dancing in the street, playing stuff, not thinking about what other people think. I want to do this. I just want to go jump in the play pit with the balls. And then if an adult would do that, they're like, I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to look, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course you would, but adults think about a lot more than just doing what they want to do. And it's really important to recapture that, you know, and not act based on really strong emotions that are like negative, like on the negative scale. If you're inspired and feel happy, act on that. But when you're feeling miserable or upset or sad, well, I'm feeling sad. Let me go look through your Facebook and break my heart even further. Like, you know, just recapture the playfulness and try to kick that codependency. You don't need anyone at the end of the day. You don't need, well, yeah you do, but you don't need somebody who doesn't want you 100%. All right, so let's get into the spread. Let's zoom on out and get into it. Capricorn. Here we go. You. 10 of Wands, burdens. Them, the Sun. You. 9 of Swords in reverse. Them, the Moon in reverse. You. Ace of Pentacles. And them, Justice in reverse. Okay. Let's do your reading. 10 of Wands. You are doing a lot. You're keeping busy, which is great. You are keeping busy. You're taking on far too much, and it might even be preventing you from, you know, this relationship where like you just might not even have time. It's on your mind. It's something you want to do. It's something you want to think about, but when you think about it, you're just so frustrated and you're just like, forget it. I think about it, I feel guilty, you know, for the past and what happened, my part, and the behaviors that I had. I was like, I can't believe I let that one go. Just like, it's on your mind and you can't stop. You can't stop thinking about it. And perhaps like, you're even being a little bit compulsive or obsessive or whatever about it. You know, you have a new opportunity here that's delayed or not happening because of your lack of mental focus on it. You might be obsessed with this situation. You might be, you know, thinking about it a lot more than you know is healthy for you. Might be stopping you from, like, you could be thinking about it, searching YouTube, searching Google, searching, you know, and like, you don't realize it, but you're putting a lot of time into this relationship or this person or this situationship, and it's haunting you. It's starting to incept your cells and get into your brain, and then it's creating pictures and sounds while you sleep. You know, you're preventing new opportunities to arise by this situation. And I think that's where you're coming from. But where they're coming from is they have a lot of ego. They got a big ego. They're feeling very alive, youthful, independent, outgoing, confident, 100% confident, like a child in a crowded place where you could be embarrassed, but you're a child, so you don't even know what that is. Confident like a Leo, because, you know, the sun is associated with Leo. And, you know, a lot of Leos are known as heartbreakers because, you know they're very confident, so they don't put up with stuff and they break up with you, and, you know, they move on to the next fairly quickly. Then you have the moon in reverse. That's a very Pisces card. It's associated with the Pisces, which is like a very dreamy, psychic, glamorous, mystical, wishy-washy kind of flimsy, mutable sign. The moon in reverse also represents to me some like just deception, some false perceptions of reality. But I think that for them, I think that they got a big ego. They're very confident. They're looking very happy. It might seem that way on the inside, or on the outside, I mean. And then when you look at the moon sitting next to it, you're like, but the subconscious stuff and the subliminals and all of that stuff, like, things might not appear as they seem. So, I mean, you could be obsessive, you know, with this codependency addiction thing. You could be haunting yourself, doing too much, going through their Facebook, their Twitter, their whatever, and checking in on them. And it looks like everything's great and your heart sinks and you can't stop thinking about it. But they're over here looking like they're, you know, they have a huge ego, which they might be posting the best of moments of their lives right now, but, you know, that's a warped perception of reality. It's not the truth. It's not the whole truth anyway. And they're definitely feeling that. They're definitely having deep feels about this situation because, you know, they want to look happy on the outside, so they project that. But the effort of doing that really says that they want things to seem okay, because they're not. They're projecting this false reality, and it's because there was some type of injustice or something that was unfair to them that happened. So whether it was like a court dealing, litigation, or just like an agreement that went south, they're not happy about it, and they're just trying to look like they're okay. They're trying to seem happier than they are. And, you know, like, for you, I think that you're thinking about it way more than they are. Over here, they have 3 major themes. They have 3 major arcana cards. So I think these strong vibes are like, basically, look, there's a lot of ego involved in this situation on their end. And there's a lot of misperceptions or false perceptions of what they want you to believe about them. And the truth is, you know, it's a very Libra card. It's associated. But it's unfair. It's not real. It's like a false perception that they're willingly projecting, and it's not real, and it's not a fair way for you to perceive and experience them. You know, if you're doing the whole truth and nothing but the truth and having an honest relationship. And perhaps that's why you're doing so much, because you're just trying to fill in the blanks of what you know and what you don't know. So it's confusing you, and it's making you slightly uneasy, which is why you have the 9 of Swords here. It's preventing new opportunities. Of course it is, because typically if you're inspired and passionate, you want to do things, you want to grow. But, you know, when you're thinking about other things that are just bad, it slows you down, it makes you unmotivated, procrastinator, all that stuff. And so that's where you're at. Alright, so I mean, if that were me, I'd be like, okay, well, they look like they're doing well. I mean, maybe I just need to go and do me. Maybe, because I don't know what the truth is. They could be going through hell, but who posts that on the internet, and who lets people know that, you know? And so just close that off, and, you know, control your compulsions. You know, try to do right by yourselves and feed your minds, and not every time you open up that energy, it's like another day that you have to wait to reset, you know? So just try to control your thoughts and control your, you know, your habits, your behaviors, and your impulses, especially when they're negative. And, you know, go with that, and then, you know, there it is. There's your reading. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!